There is a 16-year-old in my feed who's running a marketing agency. 6 clients, posts content every single day for all of them, and handles the copy, the graphics, the client emails. And he does this whole thing in about 2 hours a day. So someone asked him how, and he just said he figured out AI. So what does that mean? That was his whole answer. He just figured out AI. And that's exactly what this season is about. Welcome back to Young Founders. My name is Roy Chandak, and this is season 2, and I'm really excited about this one. Quick thing, if you're new here, Young Founders is for teen entrepreneurs. But honestly, if you're building any kind of business, this show is going to be useful for you. Season 1 is a full series on starting a business from scratch. Go check it out whenever, but you do not need it to follow along this season. So, season 2 we're talking about AI in business, and before you think this is going to be some technical deep dive, it's not. This season's practical. Every episode is one specific thing that you can actually use to implement. Some episodes are about specific tools, some are about bigger ideas that make all the tools work better, and by the end, you're going to have a real picture of how AI fits into business and what to do with it. So, today is the big picture episode. Why AI matters right now. It actually is when you cut through all the noise, and why figuring this out early is one of the best moves you can make as an entrepreneur. Let's dive straight into the content. Okay, so first things first, when people hear AI, they think about robots or some sci-fi movie, or even the scary headlines about machines taking over jobs. That's just not what we're talking about. When I say AI for business, I mean tools that understand what you ask them and give you something useful back. Writing, images, research, automating repetitive tasks, answering customer questions, stuff like that. The reason this matters is not because the technology is magic. It's because it removes bottlenecks in the business. Things that used to require either a ton of your time or a ton of money to hire for someone else. A small business could not afford a content team. Now, you kind of don't need one. Before, you had to spend hours researching your market. Now it takes just 20 minutes through AI. And look, these tools are not perfect. They make mistakes. They need direction. They work best when a smart person is actually guiding them and thinking critically about what comes out. But when you use them well, one person can do what it used to take a small team. That's a simple version of what AI is. AI handles the stuff that eats your time so you can focus on things that actually need you. So young founders, I get it. Why right now? And here's the part I think a lot of people are missing. We're in an early window right now. The tools exist, they're accessible, a lot of them are completely free, and the majority of business owners are still not using them seriously. Like yeah, most people have opened ChatGPT at some point, but actually building their business around AI, actually making it part of how they operate every single week, most people are not there yet. That gap is the opportunity. Think about it like Instagram in 2013. The people who figured out that early built huge audiences and real businesses before everyone else caught on. Then it got crowded and the same results require 10 times the effort. AI is sitting in that early window right now. The people who actually learn how to use these tools properly are going to have a head start that compounds for years. And for young entrepreneurs specifically, you actually have an advantage here that I do not think gets talked about enough. You do not have old habits to break. You're not someone who has been running a business a certain way for 15 years and now has to figure it out how to change everything. You can just build with AI from the start, baked in from day one. You're also more comfortable figuring out new tools and trying them. That sounds small, but it actually is huge because AI rewards people who experiment and iterate. Not people who read every tutorial before they start. Not people who wait until they feel completely ready. And people who just open the thing up and just start trying is who AI is best for. So what does it actually look like when you start using AI properly in your business? Like what changes on a day-to-day basis? The first thing is content. Social media posts, emails, pitch decks, all of that gets way faster. Not because the AI writes everything perfectly and you just copy paste it, but because you get a solid starting point instead of a blank page. And going from a draft to something good is a lot faster than going from nothing to something good. That time difference adds up really, really fast. The second thing is research. Before AI, understanding the market or looking into competitors or learning about an industry took hours. Real hours. Now you can get a solid foundation in 20 minutes and spend your energy on actual thinking and decisions that come after the research, not the research itself. The third thing is you can do the stuff you cannot afford to do before. Email sequences, SEO content, professional looking graphics, customer service systems. Things that used to require specialists, AI closes that gap for small businesses in a really significant way. The fourth one I think is the most underrated. AI makes you a better thinker when you use it right. Not just a task machine, but a thinking partner. You can bounce an idea off of it, ask it to poke holes in your plan, have it argue the other side, and you end up with sharper ideas than you would sitting alone trying to think of everything yourself through. And then the obvious one, which is time. When you automate the repetitive stuff, you get real hours back every single day. Hours you can put into parts of your business that actually need your judgment, your creativity, and your relationships. Okay, so here's the honest part. I want to be straight with you about something because I think it's important. AI does not replace your judgment. It does not replace the relationships you build. It does not replace the specific perspective and voice that makes your business yours. The entrepreneurs who get the most out of these tools are not the ones who hand everything over and step back. They're the ones who stay in the driver's seat and use AI to move faster. The thinking, the strategy, the actual decisions, that still has to come from you. There's also a trap that is really easy to fall into, which is using AI to produce more stuff without stopping to ask if the stuff is actually good. You can generate 100 social media posts in an hour, but does that really mean all of them are good? Volume is not the goal, quality still matters. We're going to talk about that a lot more later in the season. But for now, these tools work best when you bring them your own perspective to them, not when you outsource your thinking to them. So here's what this next 12 episodes will look like. We start with the fundamentals. The next episode is a full map of all the AI tools landscape so you know exactly what exists and what each thing is actually meant for. Then we go deep on prompting, which is a skill that makes every single AI tool work better. If you get that right, everything else gets easier. After that, we go function by function through your business. Content and marketing, sales, customer service, operations, research, finance. Each episode is one specific area and exactly how AI fits into it. Then, towards the end of the season, we zoom out. How do you build all these tools into a system that actually runs parts of your business? How do you use AI without losing your authenticity or your voice? And where all of this is headed so you're not constantly playing catch up. Every episode stands on its own. You can share any with anyone and it will make sense without the rest. But if you follow the whole season, you're going to come out on the other side with a completely different picture on how AI works inside a real business. Alright, young founders, now for the action step. Here's one thing you need to do this week. Just one thing this time. Pick a task in your business that you do every single week and that feels completely repetitive. Writing captions, responding to the same type of email over and over again, researching something, formatting something, whatever it is. Go to ChatGPT or Claude. Both are completely free. Describe the task to it and see what it gives you back. Do not overthink the prompt. Just explain what you need. Like you would explain a person. The point is not to get a perfect result on the first try. The point is to start seeing what is possible. That one experiment is how this whole thing begins for most people. Share what you tried on Instagram and tag us. I want to see what you're working with. So finally, 2 things to have open before the next episode. First is ChatGPT at chat.openai.com. Create a free account, no credit card needed. This is going to come up constantly this season. And the second is Claude at claude.ai, also free. Both are worth having. They're good at different things and we'll talk about when to use which one. That's it for now. The links are in the show notes. And that's it for episode 1 of season 2. Next week, we're doing a full toolkit overview. Every major AI tool category, what each one actually does, and how to figure out which one your business actually needs. It's the episode I wish someone had handed me when I first started trying to figure out all of this out. If today's episode was useful, send it to one person who you think needs to hear it. That's the best way to help grow the show. And remember, your age is your advantage. Now go prove it. One more thing before you go. My book is officially out. It's called The Young Founders, Starting Your Business Before Graduation. It covers everything from finding your idea to building and growing a real business while you're still in school. If you want to go deeper than the podcast, this is where to start. You can check it out at theyoungfounders.net. Again, that is theyoungfounders.net. Go grab a copy, and if you read it, let me know what you think. Thank you so much, guys.